Senator Craughwell. You have 6 minutes, Senator.
Laska here, look, Ara, the fault wrote the rash. I came up here to support my 2 colleagues. I had no intention whatsoever on speaking. None whatsoever. However, I'm trying to keep as calm as I possibly can. Because as far as I'm concerned, this one-parent family payment is nothing more than a great big stick to beat one parent and make them crawl for the few miserable shillings they get. I wonder, people that write this type of stuff, have they ever known a day's poverty in their lives? Do they honestly believe that somebody wants to sit at home and be a single parent with no opportunity? They want them to get 19 hours work. Where, in Dunnes Stores or somewhere where they will be exploited to the last? A financial incentive to take up work. Well, if we want financial incentive to take up work, then in every town and every village in Ireland, let's set up a creche which is state-funded, where you can look after your children and have them looked after by the state, funded fully by the state. Where recently I became a grandfather. I hear my son and my daughter-in-law talk about the cost of childcare, and they're talking in terms of thousands every month. Where are they going to find that money? They're both working. Where is a single parent going to find that? Personal development plans. I've been hearing this for years as an educator. You know, let's put a personal development plan in place and everything will be fine. I agree wholeheartedly, education is the way out of poverty. I ought to know. I went back when I was 35 years of age. It is definitely the way out of poverty. But I had a wife who stayed at home and who looked after my family. A wife who was ignored by me for the best part of 4 years because I spent my time studying. I used to go home for a sleep in the evening and wake up late and study until the middle of the night. So I know that education pays. But I have watched as a teacher, before I came into this house, lone parent after lone parent going on to PLC courses and having to withdraw because of family commitments. And it really, really saddens me, particularly when I see places like creches that were established being closed down or the funding being cut from them. If we're serious about providing educational opportunities, and I believe you are, Minister, if we're serious about that, then we must open creches at every college and every further education centre in the country. We must provide childcare to allow people to gain the educational qualifications. I recently listened to a young lady who has become the president of Trinity's Students' Union, who is a second chance education person and an inspiration to us all. So if we want to do that, that's the way we've got to go. We've got to provide flexible education. I recall visiting a centre out in Finglas some years ago where the same syllabus was run 3 times a day. And arrangements were made between lone parents where I'd do the morning course, you'd do the afternoon course, and somebody else would do the evening course. That can work. We need to incentivise that type of thing and provide people that want to go back to education. Let's stop talking about work. Anybody that is young and a lone parent is probably lacking in the education or the skills to find decent, well-paid work. So let's concentrate a little bit more on education and on providing skills to return to the workforce at a value, a salary value, that will make it possible to look after your children. When I hear somebody talking about lone parents starting businesses, oh my God, it really cuts me to the quick. Where are they to find the few shillings to start a business? I watched the television the other night, a lone parent, her husband took off having left her stuck for 180,000. Where's she going to get money? Now, Minister, I believe you're a decent guy. I believe the department does a good job overall. But let's not try and turn the one-parent family payment and all the incentives that goes with it. Let's not try and put a positive spin on it. It really is about forcing people who find themselves as lone parents to go out and find a goddamn job and stop living on the state. That's really what the undercurrent and what this thing underpins. When you start talking about people with kids as young as 7 to incentivise them to go out and find it, look, I can't say a whole lot more about it. I just find the whole thing totally and utterly depressing. I'm sorry I didn't take the time to write a really meaningful speech on this, but this breaks my heart, so it does, really and truly.